Unbelievable. Democrats want to take away President Trump's constitutional rights. American people are enraged. Things being what they are, let me get this straight. One country on the planet has explicitly debilitated to assault and kill a large number of individuals in three different countries by hitting them with atomic weapons, and the president reacted by saying the U.S. won't remain for that, and the Democrats are jumping distraught at Donald Trump. This fake news industrial complex has guaranteed that an all-day, everyday news cycle is committed to the obliteration and delegitimization of the Trump administration, and now the Democrats are chipping away at their congressional end to guarantee that every last declaration, law, bill, request, or demonstration of the Trump plan is crushed in total disobedience of the American individual. The most up-to-date activity by the Democrats is an endeavor to tie the hands of both the President and the Secretary of Defense by refusing them to defend and protect the United States. The Democrats have considered themselves all the more remarkably met all requirements to make careful decisions in the interest of the military by legitimizing the presentation of a bill that won't enable our officers or the president to arrange a first strike for the situation that North Korea is arranging an impending strike. Via IJR, on Thursday, Democratic lawmakers introduced legislation that would prevent the Defense Department from using funds to attack North Korea without congressional approval or an attack by the North Koreans on the United States or its allies. The bill, titled No Constitutional Strike Against North Korea Act, has the support of at least 60 members of Congress, but is unlikely to pass the Senate or House of Representatives, according to The Guardian. The legislation has very little support in either chamber of Congress. Both of the bill's sponsors, Representative John Conyers and Senator Edward Markey, justified the legislation by pointing to what they described as President Donald Trump's reckless behavior in response to the situation in North Korea. President Trump's provocative and escalatory rhetoric with threats to unleash fire and fury and totally destroy North Korea cannot be allowed to turn into reality, Markey said in a press release. Conyers cautioned that Trump should de-escalate his fiery rhetoric and pursue diplomacy. Trump must immediately cease talk of preemptive war and commit to the diplomatic path advocated by both American experts and the South Korean government, he said. The legislation came amid a visit by Defense Secretary James Mattis to the border between North and South Korea. While visiting the Korean Demilitarized Zone, DMZ, on Friday, Mattis slammed the North Korean regime as oppressive and warned that diplomacy needed backing from military force. Ultimately, our diplomats have to be backed up by strong soldiers and sailors, airmen and Marines, so they speak from a position of strength, or of combined strength, of alliance strength, shoulder to shoulder, he said. Earlier in October, Senator Chris Murphy suggested that Congress should condition a preemptive strike on congressional approval. Now is time, before it's too late, for Republicans, I guess, and Democrats to make clear no preemptive strike against North Korea can happen without a vote by Congress, he tweeted. With regards to incompetence, the Democrats have influenced a workmanship to frame out of it and have pronounced themselves the premier specialists on everything military. Everybody recalls the JFK Bay of Pigs, the Jimmy Carter recovery of the Iran hostages, the Bill Clinton bombing of the aspirin factory and the Barack Hussein Obama ISIS enablement and Benghazi Titanic triumphs, all good. Maybe the Democrats don't have the best reputation with regards to military undertakings. In any case, do they need to guarantee that the Republican flop militarily too? Possibly, quite possibly. Can they keep their hands off the explosive launchers for more than 2 or 3 years? That is to say, Obama is out of office for not as much as a year. Wouldn't they be able to keep their dirty gloves off the military for somewhat more time? Well, I mean, I'm not in favor of war, but again, they try to tie his hands. That's ridiculous at this point. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below, because I'm really, I'm not for war at all. I would try to avoid it at all costs. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.